Hey guys, it's Jonah here, back with another beer review, and yeah, I just had delivery of my new box, so I need to get cracking. So it's another beer city of Asia, and this time we're off to Zhengzhou for these guys, Feng Brewing, um, back on the Chinese beers. Well, I say back on the Chinese beers because I've got another ringer. Well, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Are they ringers? I'll explain. So here is the beer, Hoppy Session IPA with Simcoe. Apparently, it's only Simcoe, and it's got a picture of a rhino on it. I don't know what the kind of the thing is with rhino. And there's yeah, Dongfeng Brewing, which I guess is what that is. And it says there it's a Hoppy Session IPA, 4.1%. On the ABV, we even have some Chinese writing, and you would think this beer is straight out of China. But the plot thickens. Brewed and canned for Dongfeng Brewing in the EU, then imported into the UK by Beer 52. So no idea where this was actually made, which is crazy. In the EU somewhere. Okay, we've got barley, we've got oats, we've got wheat, hops, Simcoe obviously, and yeast. Now, 330 is a giveaway that it is not from the Orient. And about the beer. This beer has a lush, velvety texture and bursts of vibrant fruit flavors. You'll taste notes of berry, apricot, passion fruit, grapefruit, orange, tangerine, mango, and some coconut. Really? All from Simcoe? Well, it says crafted with Simcoe hops, seemingly blends smoothness with a rich mix of fruitiness, fruity undertones. I like that. I like that little smiley face. Pretty damn cool, but not from China. Me old China. Yeah, what do you think about this weird thing? Please leave a comment down below. Why are all, well, I know why, because it's saving money, but, well, number one, if you're going to brew it, why not brew it in the UK? There's a contract brewery literally just down the road. I could walk there in 5 minutes from my house. But no, EU. And these, you know, the UK is no longer in the EU. We had a vote on it, in fact, a few years ago, if you remember that far back. But why is it cheaper to make a beer in the EU and then import it back into the UK than have it brewed here? I can kind of understand why you don't want it made in China, and actually I can't. It's cheap to send things en masse from China. Lots of stuff's made in China and then imported. There must be something going on. The label itself, I don't know. I mean, it's a generic can with a sticker on it, basically. So don't even know what brewery that's from. It's nuts. Anyhow, right, let's get this bad boy poured into the glass. Obviously pouring quite hazy. Simcoe as a hop is usually quite kind of citrus orange. Well, it is for me. So I'm not sure about this other stuff. Mango, berries, passion fruit, apricot, coconut. I mean, coconut is something, but it doesn't usually come from Simcoe. Anyway, here is the thing. Let's move that forward and that back. And I'm looking mighty dapper because I've been at work. When I say at work, I mean at work. No longer working at home. I'm actually at work. Well, I'm not at work now, but I'm after work. That's why I got a shirt on. Yeah, juiciness, juicy hoppiness. What's that? Half a finger's head. Nice fluffy white head there, quite large bubbles. We shall see if they hang around. And wheat and oats in there, so it's got a chance. It does have a chance for foam watch, dear viewer. I know some of you like foam watch, but that is cloudy as a motherfucker. It's definitely, well, no, I would say it's cloudy. I was going to say hazy bordering on cloudy, but no, that is cloudy. There is no chance of looking through that thing. Yeah, generic citrus, kind of orangey things. Maybe a sort of tropical, like a pineapple-y kind of fruity thing. Not really getting berries though. Not really getting apricot either. And yeah, no nuttiness either. Maybe it's on the taste, but that's what we're going to do next. Cheers and beers to you, dear viewer. We shall see what we get. If you haven't subscribed, why not think about it and at least click like to the video. It does help me out. Cheers and beers. Oh, lovely and creamy. A little bit of zest. A little bit of kind of carbon dioxide type burn mixing with that zest. Oh, now we're getting some flavours, some subtle kind of things. But because of the wheat and the oats, it's kind of mixing in with a creamy kind of lassie orange type thing. This is the problem that I have. Simcoe as a hop, for me anyway, is a juicy hop. But when you brew a beer in the new style and you introduce that kind of oaty cream thing, you get a juicy cream. I don't know if they marry together very well, to be honest. Yeah, juice is kind of one style and one way to look at things, and creamy stuff is another way. But having them both together, I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong; it's nice, but they're kind of fighting each other in my mouth. Um, I mean, there's a bit of tropicalness there. Berries, no, well, not red berries anyway. Yeah, don't know what to say. It's a nice beer. Session hazy beer, 4.1. Have they called it an IPA? I bet you they have. Yeah, of course they have. Hoppy Session IPA. Well, it's not an IPA, put it that way. No way is this an IPA. It's a pale ale. Is it really hoppy? No. Um, it's got some hops in it, but the IBUs I would say are quite low. The fact that it's made in the EU and then imported back means they're trying to cut costs. So there's absolutely no way they're going to make this a real hot bomb. I wonder if they phoned around, Beer 52 phoned around and said, which brewery that we have contacts with have Simcoe? Oh, yes, this particular brewery in, I don't know, let's say Belgium or Netherlands or, you know, out that way. Oh, we've got a huge amount of Simcoe left and we don't know what to do with it. We've got this beer that we need Simcoe for. You can contract brew it for us at the usual Beer 52 discount, of course. And we'll send it out to all our box people. Yeah, don't know. Let's dive in for some more. Perhaps you're thinking I'm too cynical, dear viewer. It does happen when you get old. But number one, I like, because of where I live, there's a lot of farms around here and farm shops and that type of things. And I do go to the supermarket, dear viewer, but I do also go to farm shops. And I like the Providence of things. I like what in the wine world, and it's coming through in the beer world too, calls terroir, where things get tastes and flavors from the constituent ingredients of where they were made. So instantly, contract brewing for me harks back to lagers and things like that. Even Guinness, with their weird kind of factories that produce Guinness in different parts of the world. The Nigerian Guinness being my absolute favourite. But it's contract brewed in the UK as well, and in America. So is it true Irish Guinness? People would say if you go over there and drink it in Ireland, Dublin especially, yeah, it tastes different, and it would do because it's got the ingredients from where they're supposed to come from, and that's where contract brewing kind of misses out a little bit. I like to believe that Dongfeng, this is what it tastes like in China, if there is a massive craft brew scene in China, which I don't know if there is. But I'm pretty sure that it doesn't taste like this. This was not made in China. And that irks me. The Session IPA thing is a misnomer. I know I've said this many times, dear viewer, and hopefully you're still watching this. But yeah, how can something be a session beer and an IPA at the same time? It makes no sense. Apart from, if they called it a pale ale, would it sell as well as if they called it an IPA? Which is all marketing. It's nothing to do with the beer. It's nothing to do with the style. Let me finish this off and you can get on your way. Oh, well, I'm glad to say that there are some nice lines. Boom, boom. We'll call that a line, but that's the last gulp. And then if we turn around, have we got any interesting kind of creatures running up the side of the glass? Oh, there's some dude, some sort of someone's head. I don't know if you can see that there with a long nose, like those masks that people wear for Mardi Gras. The Venetian Carnival, shall we say? Yeah, nothing crazy on that head, but at least we got some head watch for a change. So there we have it. There is the Hoppy Session IPA with Simcoe, contract brewed for Dongfeng, somewhere in Europe that we don't know where it is, and then imported back. I wonder if, for those of you that speak Chinese, does that say brewed in a certain brewery in Europe? I bet you it doesn't. Anyhow, Simcoe. Not too bad. There's just too many political things about that beer, which is nothing to do with the beer itself. So I forgive the beer. Yeah, I don't know why people do these things just for a bit of money. Crazy. Anyway, this has been your loving Unclejona, saying please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Make sure you drink some beer because it does make you smarter. And I'll be back for another beer review. That's coming up real soon.